Ring a Meal, commission-free restaurant online ordering system for carry-out and delivery. Blue Jay Payment System provide low-cost credit card payment processing service for restaurant, beauty salons, and nail salons since 2002. Blue Jay Post for salons and restaurant. Free salon post software, restaurant post software with Blue Jay Payment merchant account. No long-term contracts. Cancel anytime without fee. Download now on Google Play. About 6:30 this morning, turn on the app. Wait for maybe 30 some minutes before the first order arrives. About 5.5 miles to pick up from my starting point. And
head to your pickup at Chick-fil-A 5815 Burke Center Parkway.
Drop off. People who put up the video online, most of the Uber drivers or DoorDash driver, they are doing pretty good. They keep saying, they having $2 a mile, but I've never had that. I wonder what's wrong with me. Just like most people, right? After 8 years, I still don't get it. And I'm sure that's quite a few people out there feeling the same way. Why all other drivers have such a good order and I don't? I don't have an answer to that after more than 8 years of driving Ubers. Orders that I pick up from the Chick-fil-A and drop it off about 5 or 6 miles away. And there's this Chick-fil-A's about 2 miles down from that customer. Why don't they order from the store nearby? I guess, you've seen that too. I mean, it's a McDonald's down the road or a Burger King down the road, but you have to pick up a Burger King from afar to drive to the customer where they have a Burger King nearby. Before COVID, you usually have to meet the person and drop off the order. And I often ask the customer, do you know that there is a IHOP just down the road at about a mile or two? Why do you have to order the restaurant that 5, 6, 7 miles away and take 20 minutes, 30 minutes, sometime 40 minutes in the traffic to get to you? And they say, no, I tried to order that, but I don't know what happened. So I've seen a lot of that situation. I'm sure that you have it too. And, 8.5 years on UberEATS, still have no answer to that. Okay, so I'm in the Quest. There's an order coming in for Starbucks, 1.7 miles, $4. That's a pretty good order. So let's head it over to Starbucks. Arrive at Starbucks to pick up the order. It's not ready, so I have to wait about 6-7 minutes to have it ready. Now I'm heading out to deliver. Is 1.5 miles away. There's a quest going on. I already completed one, so I need one to claim another $4.50. I find it very often I have this kind of quest in the morning hours, which I usually drive. I like to drive the morning shift. I usually start at 6 or 6:30 until 9 or 10 or so. And I'm pretty much do it almost every day, on and off for the last 8.5 years. I only stick in one area in my base. So I'm very familiar with all the restaurant. I don't have to drive far. And a lot of time, it takes a long time to find a restaurant where you are not familiar with. That's a good thing that if you stick with in one geographical area, if you can afford to do that, it will make your job a heck a lot easier. So just drop off the Starbucks orders, one coffee. People order one coffee. And sometime I remember that I have to deliver one coffee for 5-6 miles away. Why?
Head
Now
to
I
your
have another
pickup at
order,
Panera
and
6230
usually
West Rolling Road.
it's about under $1 a mile. And since I'm very familiar with the area, and I'm just gonna take it. So on the way delivering the Panera orders, they keep sending me additional orders, which I decline several of them. But I accept one because I'm familiar with the area and I know exactly the pickup point and the delivery point where it's close to my base. So I took that. I usually don't like to do that because it's kind of distraction. But since I'm very familiar with the area, I can make a quick decision whether I'm going to take it or not. Most order usually just under $1 a mile. I rarely seen anything better than that. It's coming once in a while, but you can't just sit and wait for the better order to come around. You might sit all day for 1 or 2 orders. So if something has to give. And for stack order, sometime on the way to pick up and they send you something along the way, usually the one that they sneak in is not a good deal. I try to ignore it all the time. Now, years ago, you are able to turn off the income on order, pause the income order while you're on your way to pick up an order. But I don't seem to be able to do it now. I don't know whether because I'm on green or whatever reason. So I just dropped off the last order and is back near to my base. This is how I arrange my shift all the time. I'm trying to get out early in the morning, around 6:30 or so. I'm going to spend like 3 hours and only drive around near my neighborhood and try to arrange as the last order back to my base. Then I call it off for the day. And I will calculate and see how the number looked like when I got back to the desk.
Okay, let's take a look at profit and loss for today. I put in 3 hours, make $36.67. Then we need to deduct the cost of operating the vehicle using the IRS standard mile deduction for business, which they stated for 2025, 70 cents per mile. I put in 36.27 miles today, and if you take 36.27 times 70 cents, it comes out $25.39. That is the cost of operating that car for those miles. That leaves you a net income of $11.28. Now you have to pay the FICA tax 15.3% on the net income, which is come out to be 13 cents. your income after tax, of course, you have some deduction here and there when you actually come to file a tax. Your net income after tax is $11.15. Okay. And you divide it by 3 hours. It come out like $3.72 per hour. Uber sent me 11 trip. I accept 4 that make the acceptance rate is 15%. Be mindful, this is just a demonstration only, right? It's not like a tax advice or business advice of any kind.